Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today I'll be bringing you my review of the one who will light our darkest hour, Rodimus Prime. Specifically, the Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Prime, which is quite a mouthful. But here he is in his do I say iconic? Yeah, in his somewhat iconic vehicle mode, which is a hot rod sports car attached to a trailer. And yeah, I will admit, as deliciously 80s as this looks, and to some it might even look a bit silly, it is very accurate to how it first appeared in the 1986 Transformers the movie. So yeah, this is a very, very nicely done vehicle mode. I like it. It's honestly, I think, my favorite mode. My favorite thing about this figure is its vehicle mode. Not to say that I don't like the other things about it, but yeah, it's really, really nicely done. It rolls, if you saw, it does roll quite well on all 6 of its wheels. And has its little weapon ports there to for storage. And it's quite big. It's quite big. I really have to push this as far back so that I can get it into frame. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for its vehicle mode. Just really nice, full of details, and that's now it for the vehicle mode. However, like all Evolution figures, this kind of comes in 2.5 parts. The first part being this car here is removable from the trailer, can be separated, which is done like this. You first have to go here, lift up, and then you, from the side, do this, lift this up, then fold this back. You actually don't have to do this, but it'll make the transforming the trailer a little easier. It's just an extra step for the trailer's transformation. Up like so, lift up, fold this back, and press, and then you just sort of pull it apart. So here's the trailer, which we will look at later. So I'll put this off to the side. Well, I'll take off the weapons, because these will be Hot Rod's weapons. Put this off to the side. So now for this, if you fold this out like so, we now have the complete vehicle mode of Hot Rod, which is the deluxe class figure that comes with the Rodimus. Because it's the evolution, it's Hot Rod evolving or upgrading into Rodimus Prime. So here is this figure's version of the deluxe class Hot Rod. Which before this one, we had gotten one in the Titans Return line, which was kind of weird seeing that one. And I'm just going to say it right now, I personally like, this one is a bit more, looks more accurate than the Titans Return Hot Rod, but I prefer that one both in design and in functionality. It's just overall more articulated than this one since it's a dedicated deluxe. And this is more of like an attachment piece for the, to combine with this trailer. Either way, it's still a very nice car mode. Same 4 wheels, rolls nicely, and very, very nice. So yeah, that little extra step is to have it be from the Rodimus trailer, Rodimus combined with the trailer to just plain old Hot Rod. So let's get on with transformation. You just do this, come down here. Let me lift this up a bit. Come over here. Unpeg and slide down, push this down, lift up and around, and then there we go, push it back down until it clicks, then flick it back, and we have his head. Finagle this a bit until it pops out. I don't know why it's really strong on this arm, but yeah, it does peg in there. So then we have his arm, adjust it a bit, come back here. You have to do a weird thing where you have to like angle it in order to pop it off because of the way that it transforms. The way it connects is really weird. You have to do it at an angle like that. So you have to like put it in at an angle as well as to take it out at an angle. Lift and turn, and then this will peg. There's a port here for this peg. Just connect it. There we go. Then lift up to bring out his feet. Lift up to bring out his feet, and here we have Hot Rod, the deluxe class Hot Rod, who's fairly big, who I think might be a little bit bigger than a standard deluxe. Yeah, he's a little bit taller than a standard deluxe, although he's not as articulated, in my opinion anyway. So for articulation, well, first let's get this head sculpt. I will admit, detail-wise, it's very nicely detailed. Like, yeah, it has a flat back, but very nice. These things, the flames, everything. Very nice head sculpt. Although I think this head sculpt is a bit too serious looking for Hot Rod, since he's the more, I guess, carefree version of the carefree persona. But yeah, this is a Hot Rod. Articulation-wise, his head is not on a ball joint, but it is on a swivel. The arms are on hinges that go up and down and are on ball joints. There's a ball joint here at the elbow and another hinge here. So hinge at the wheel and then an elbow and then a ball joint at the elbow. And then for legs, it's in, out, forward, back, bend, and a bend at the knee. And this flap can move up for slightly more articulation to give you a little more leeway. Because of this weird plastic, it kind of goes at an angle, which is a very weird design. And the feet can go up and down. So yeah. And for him to hold his weapons, it's just peg them in each hand. And then here we have Hot Rod with his weapons, which is neat. Yeah, as a standalone figure, it's a very nice representation of Hot Rod. Very cool. But since this is an evolution figure, we have to eventually turn him into Rodimus, which requires some steps that also involve this trailer. So I'm gonna put Hot Rod to the side. We'll get back to him later. Let's first transform the trailer, which ends up becoming the legs and back of the full of the Rodimus Prime form. So we already did this part. So the next step is to come in here, and we have to do a little bit of parts forming. You have to sort of wiggle this out. You just carefully wiggle out, and then you have, whoops, as you can tell, these are his Rodimus Prime hands. Which to transform them, you just fold them back, and here we have the Roddy Prime hands. So we set these off to the side, and then we get to his legs and back, which first things first, bring these down, fold, unpeg, fold, open this up, then you fold this entire piece up and peg it into there. This piece you fold down, fold this down and connect. Adjust there, flap down, separate, bust out the heel, spurs, other heel, check it out. Make sure that's in there. And he's fairly top heavy without the rest of them, so you may have to do a little bit of adjusting. But yeah, and here we have the body of Rodimus Prime, which is pretty tall, and he's only gonna get taller. However, I will make note of it here. I'm just gonna show it because it's sort of visible. Here is the matrix of leadership. Whoops. The matrix of leadership that comes with Rodimus. And I think the colors are kind of inverted from the one that comes with the leader Optimus, because instead of this, this core is removable. This one is I believe is orange on Optimus's one, and then this is silver, and they kind of inverted it here. And plus, you can put any of the Prime Masters in there, or a Headmaster if you're able to find one that can fit. So that is his matrix of leadership. So then we put the body off to the side. So let's put the body on the side and come back to Rodimus. And let's turn him into the what's the word I'm looking for? The head and the rest of the chest. So first things first, you have to Fold back down. You're kind of transforming back into his vehicle mode, kind of. First you have to fold back down his head, then take the arms like this, put them like that, and then you have to adjust them. You take this piece, I believe you fold it like this. Then for these arms, you have to fold this back down, fold this back down, it's like halfway, plus, oh yeah, these clips here on his heels are very important. That's what attached to the arm pieces. And then, what was it? Oh yeah, you then take this piece, break it apart, lift these legs up like this to reveal his Rodimus Prime head. Fold, oh no, here we go. It's like this. These are the clips that are important. I don't know why I said it was these. So then you do this, spin around. And there we have the head and chest of Rodimus. And since I have a close-up, check out his head sculpt. And I don't know if I can get it into shot. There we go. His eyes are painted blue, which is very nice. And yeah, a nice, stern, Prime-like head. Very nice head sculpt. And there we go. So, the next step is to connect this with this, connect his arms, connect the arms, and then the weapon. Now, to do that, I'm gonna have to move on to my secondary reviewing area. So it's time for a quick transition. And we're back. So yeah, so now we're in my secondary area. Here's my secondary area, which again is just me on the floor. So now to combine this bad boy together. And I'm gonna say now, I'm not fond of parts forming, but this is not too bad. It has a sort of fun factor to it. So first things first, you take his arms and just peg them in. It's all just by force. Bit tight, a bit of a tight squeeze there, but that's how it's supposed to be. And you go in here. Come on. There we go. So yeah, now we have Rodimus Prime's arms ready. So now we come to this part, which is a bit interesting, because yeah, this has to peg into here, and then these, you can't really tell, but there are some clips here. Kind of hard to see, but there are clips here that connect to the what is the hot rod's chest piece, and then this piece just slides in here. So then you slide it in there, slide it in there, connect, and then fold down, and you hear a click. You hear that? There's a click. Then you just come back here, adjust the arms a bit, and yeah, the hot rod hands are visible in his robot mode, which is a bit of a shame. But it's not that bad. If you like push it back and angle it, you can barely see them. And here we have a very tall Rodimus Prime. Very nice figure. He does have a bit of a backpack to him, and he is a bit top heavy. Like I feel his heels are a bit too soft. But that could just be my figure. I don't know if anyone else has that problem. Yeah, he is a bit on the top heavy, but you can balance him. So he does have a backpack here, which not really that obtrusive. I think it adds to the look. But yeah, Hot Rod. It's a Rodimus Prime. Very nice figure. So yeah, for articulation, the head again, like Hot Rod, is not on a ball joint. It's just on a swivel. The arms are a bit weird, and it is a bit of a unique design where they can go up and down on the shoulder, what would be the shoulder, because of these are Hot Rod's legs. Then there is a ball joint here. Well, not a ball joint, but it's like a ball joint. It like goes in, out, up, down. Then instead of out, it does this motion instead of in and out. Then goes forward, back, and then a little bit of in and out there. There is a swivel here at the arm, bent at the elbow, and that's pretty much it. For the legs, they go in, out, forward, back, a very, very strong knee that goes either direction, a swivel at the thigh, and not only up and down at the ankle, but an ankle pivot, which is very nice. So yeah, overall, he's the only thing he's really missing is a waist swivel, which both Hot Rod and Rodimus lack due to the way that they transform. So they don't have waist swivels. I mean, they could have added one, but I kind of get why they didn't. The transformation is really out there, but so yeah. Now we come to the weapon, which in order to get this ready, you can have them hold it like this, but I see that as more as Hot Rod's thing. So what I do is that I combine them, like so, and then we have a Rodimus Prime's weapon, his blaster, so that he holds. No, damage control. Where does this connect? Hold on. Wait, there we go. All right. It's never happened to me before. I didn't even know that could come off. But all the mistakes always happen on camera. So, there we go. And let's get him in a pose. And yeah, here we and like I said, watch out. He's got a little bit of weak ankle, so you have to like mess around with him a bit to get him to stand. Never really had that trouble with him before, but yeah. So that is Rodimus Prime. And for size comparison, here we have the deluxe Ratchet here holding his quarter. And as you can see, he's very tall. He's actually a fairly big leader class. I mean, I've seen smaller and I've seen bigger, but Rodimus is a pretty good size for a leader class. And yeah, so let's say overall, he's great. He's a very, I think my favorite things about him is that appearance-wise, for both Hot Rod, the vehicle mode, both vehicle modes with trailer and without, and the robot mode all look very accurate to the original design of the character from his '86 movie appearance, which is where I'm assuming they got this from. So it just looks very nice. Transformation is okay, not too complicated, but you do need to. There is some parts for him which is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. However, because of the way this sort of all connects in a very unique way, it sort of gives weird it's weirdly articulated, especially in the arms. And what else? So yeah, it's a great figure. It is a great and fairly unique figure and a very accurate. At least I think it's a faithful representation of the character from his movie appearance. Oh, and also, well, and this I don't like. I don't like how they did this. But if you all wiggle the chest a bit, wiggle it a bit, like because of the way it's designed, you can lift this up and reveal his matrix. It's nowhere near as smooth as the Optimus figure. In fact, it's really weird on this one because you have to lift the entire thing. But it's there. It's an option. It's an option that you can have him in this robot mode, in his Rodimus Prime robot mode, that you're able to reveal his matrix and then swap out the primes and whatnot. So yeah, overall, great figure. Really cool. It's probably one of the. It's one of the few things that I really liked about the Power of the Prime series. And maybe one day I'll just, maybe dedicate a video to talking about my, I guess, an overall review of that. But neither here nor there. Rodimus Prime here, really great. So this has been my review of the Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Evolution, I guess. I'm not going to put that, but the Evolution Rodimus Prime with Hot Rod as a little bonus thing since he's part of it. This is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out.